We are talking about the client psychology in buying, how the client psychology is impacting the sales. As I told you before, that client psychology contributes 40% to your sale, which means if you are not able to manage your client psychology, you are going to fail very, very miserably in selling insurance. Therefore, it's very, very important to understand how the client psychology works. We have talked to you in the last video about the 3 parts of the brain which are involved in buying, which is the reptilian brain, the limbic brain and the neocortex brain. So let us very quickly today in detail understand what is the reptilian brain. Now the reptilian brain is basically a part of the lizard brain which has been given to us by God, because when we were the cavemen, when we were staying in the cave, there was always a possibility of some wild animal killing us, and therefore God wanted to give us a brain which can keep us alert on all these dangers, and therefore the reptilian brain is supposed to help us in fight or flight. It helps us to to alert us if there is any danger, so that we don't kind of get into trouble again and again. Also, the reptilian brain is connected to our subconscious mind. As you know, the conscious mind does not contain anything, it's just open. It is like the RAM of the computer, where it is just using some information which is not saved. But in the subconscious mind, the reptilian brain actually records all negative things which happen, all the negative experiences, all the negative memories which are there are saved. Why? Because it wants to help us in the future so that we don't commit those mistakes again. But when it comes to selling, this mindset of the or psychology of the customer is to help the customer, but it works against us. Why? I will tell you. What happens is, when you go to a customer and you want to sell him life insurance and you tell him, I want to sell you life insurance, the minute you use the word life insurance, the reptilian brain will ask the subconscious mind to give all the files related to life insurance. And please understand that the files which are saved are all negative experiences. So therefore what happens, all these files are brought into our conscious mind, and the customer is talking to us in the light of those files, and therefore he will be totally demotivated, he will be totally fearful of taking any decision. So it's very important that we make the reptilian brain sleep. It should be satisfied and it should pass the file to the next PA or the next brain, which is the limbic brain. So the only way to do this is to talk about is basically not to talk about insurance. So you have to sell insurance without talking about insurance. We have something called a FRF video course. Of course it is in Hindi, but it's very simple Hindi, and it's a 40 video course over 430 minutes, and we have exactly shown you what you should talk for the telephone call, what you should talk for the meeting, so that you are able to handle the reptilian brain. The reptilian brain will feel very comfortable and it will. So you have to use something, some word which the customer has not heard, because the reptilian brain will always activate if you use some words which they already know. So you can't use word insurance, you can't use word financial planning, you can't use the word insurance or investment and all those things, because all those things will activate the reptilian brain and stop you from acting. Friends, if you have liked this content, please like this video and also share this with all your agent and development officer friends. Thank you.